na okopie mu akontombran so a na otwi mu ye boyani ekopie mu ho na enya sam ketwa ye wo emfonyini bebra ye de beto tiem page no sna so wonya bia hwe wo musa so tafo no sai na niam ekọ ye be rem awa manfo kroso nyame ya tuma enadue ya FIFA Club World Cup ne beto so matches awodu e beto twanyina ye bedi ho nkoma wo dwumadi yi so transfer update latest bay in the free clubs na so yeba ye wie be san so ties fie na ya mo wo de ekoso e wo fi sem ni mo Ghana transfer mo ye de papa Kumasi ASANTE KOTOKO ASANTE players baby any Gold Stars across the folk any team say Kenya ye be remo man so ye ne ye din komopi na Gaka president Ora John Ansan so din komo en komo be en Ora John Ansan e dia tuja we any afofro bi e ka na opa ya boa no a ye de ba be som kopem se anopo tuba ko be boye be sole nkonya kese is na fe dwumadi e wono enso timi ato so de ma anopo pomode ne nye ente vim no wo fom pa na se be ne dey e wo se ye bande be som na bibia ye kama mabega fori na transi champion mabugati wa ha the sports professor transi sports MP ono probetin nka wo show yi so Midiane Obin Robert Lonsky mina meda da jumadie no ma jumadie ne fra to mo kopie wa to mo enya sam getu akra no pay oko Facebook a eye my liberty FM on Facebook bibia di dem edi bia daroma yen social media no so there wodi akoba bia TikTok YouTube edi dem wo miamia odo encholo corners anope wo bia tumina ya cheche mo eye super power sports Mabega for na transe mamenko na menko mo machi mo makwa bana yenhye yenko twetwe na se ena no pay prof ewa ha sei sports MP ha champion mabugati ono so transe yebedi enko pi na ene yebeko amanane na yakoye 102 interview bi yebeko teki na yakodi nkomo ye ne opanyi kase a ne din no eye George Harry Magua Wilson ebedi nkomo na ne dwumadie no se oye CEO edema GW Sports Consult and Trading ebona se agokansie no eye sports no yentonton players ne nyina opanyini edi makotene the transfer no yebedi nkomo pi hawa yesibini players assign contract ene odi ebeko school anopay na yedi din komo pi ewo dwumadi so ti yebehwe na yabo room wabra ye no open kese no ebedi komo before say ebedi san komo no mamenko sidobi abedwafo na atranse prof
Eloski.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Menya bibia bokodi.
When the adipa bi achia.
Okay.
Yenti asembody bi am free die. Hoye.
Okay.
Hoye na aja. Ene Sunday ani bre okrum
Saturday.
Ene Saturday rather.
Ene Saturday, yes.
Ani bre okrum papa sanse.
Easy.
Abrante wa da form.
Oh yes. Yes.
Ya arohopa. Nti amaye nyina no. Ye down kakrabate I was here besom sehimai
sa
yesum Ghana na yesum Liberty na tiefu
sa pepe
ahoden wo ho ahoden de ho na de aka na aka ti bibia ye fine
okay
yeah bibia ye fine
okay me say no penso komo pi o ha ibi
oh yeah komo alan say this week they basically no ye be hwefie
okay
because I share a wiki adwuma na most of them na busy on fie intimate fie kakra
okay
various communities as to tefa anwenwe ne se wo hanom no ye behwe na yaka ho nsem
okay
because na o hwe Thursday na yiko akontomra
okay
yes akontomra constituency no ko hwe sere ne masse koso bate
okay
enye easy kra so hwe park yana omusi aka ho ya nyina ya bobo ho pen
okay
yeah say me former prayer chairman na nye easy school am ko bo
na usi akan pa
na me ni pa to akra ba na school team na me ntanya be mo na mbo captain band na bench
oh okay ene so na onya ade
yes me start me mo but captain band me bo at na bench
okay
Etloski ye kwen ko hwe say astotef so mawi na da be na wase omo onveli but ye kwen adina nwe ne sepa ti ye be ka wonsem kakra
okay
na ya hwese ne mase kwa o hwe yo so de na
yeah
eno so aye standstill enim se koso so mbe yo so munyo
okay
aye nsempi
mene honorable edin komo
oh okay
honorable MC edin komo
yes
yeah ebe bone no
honorable Dominic Jesse oh okay
Dominic Jesse
nice
mene na atwetwe komo nti ebe hwe
okay
na ye de honsempi abre ye tiefo ano pay
na no yeso ye ne yes akontoma de pious pious nko a
edin komo
na wono no de na no busy but
okay
ye twa all day ye stadium park no nature for now say the city no
okay
ntomo mo Facebook consider editors atam na omehu
okay
no ma hwese akontoma astrote from ka so mo ye no
etie
say the city na ma hwe has kitu because house of folk so omo recruitment omo ye answer no ye story said ko di de man so munya abotre yes because all na ba be ye adwuma
yes
mo mun ko to ntebe bi ngo
enumre na mo de akonya ne ma no se oye head coach
nice
e de ma class for 2 years contract
nice
and mo de ama no de for now ne de
yes
free Monday could be a obetimi atop players
yeah
because oma hand over man say head coach
yeah
no enti no
yes supporters na ye wogide wonu mu yenya gide pa wonu mu se adwuma no obetimi aye eti se o ka se omu hold on because one eba be ya adwuma de eno de se mu koto ntebe be go no because out of folk no omu timi to players bi a ebedi wa bi na mfa so krampo ni sa players na so
okay
na season wi a ye sanso pa omu na ye tue sky e de ma team no aketwa
yes
eti one try this year kra na be difficult say has of for benye sky de akoto players
say o mentimento ya
what you say
o maso be yeshi
pa o maso be yeshi eti wasu yi sa aka ne firo ansem mo team benye sky akoto players eti team no mpenimfo no mo da team na no miss management nko amu to ne ma yi eti Loski ye behwe na all these stories no ye de annual team na ya kan bi
okay
say be o man Ghana no ye football any west north say we also your football no e betima pija
okay beda CP sports MP good morning
yeah Loski
na bibia boko no pay
ya me adum
okay say nyame adum na ho ye dia me no say nkomo pie de bedi
whether no ama system na ye style body na nshada nkreke papa but yetum movie ade ya adum
okay
ya adum
Okay. Yeda obadi ase. Ana pe obedi nkoma fa han.
Wede a member weather kama. Wede na member weather.
Wede na obia ne the suit the temperature.
Chama na untimi ntukwan. Untimi nkwa be.
Wede we na mepe bate eduru bebi a wo sole a. Odumu se body na nkasa no ne wede na nhyeda ma chi papa na.
Wede we na ope. Na wede na
why style kakra.
Wede na ope de na ho aboba still na also some pesa wede no.
No, say no, bibu ho your occasion eduru bebi a saa na wo pa no but ebaba no na situation na wo
man said no fashara foforo fashion weather no
what then me body system and pay I am I down kakra but
okay what they say the bia we down
me down but
bia we down
then ye de bia
but nobody nkoma fa hin
okay Accra House of Folk for more band but so no wo boko bia na omo so omo sign the player enti men shada anti asie yi
okay
ye bedi mu nkomo na ya hwe hwaya club kasia te sa House of Folk atna ho mamonya band
okay
ye boko kuma asia asante kotoko supporters na sira yen ya abotre na ye hwe mpanyimfo na omo hwe going forward na so no ye mu binim ni sa abotre na ye twen da ban na kotokofo baka se Kalim Zito coach na so onye coach a why no be Asante Kotoko coach enti moko Asante Kotoko
okay beda sipi meko na yene Bugatti so atwetwe nkomo ne bisanza sei ena na hotie hefa ana no pe odi nkomo no afa owia na yahwese betimi akọ ye teki na yakotwetwe nkomo 1 or 2 bia champion my Bugatti. Good morning.
Morning, Chairman.
Be man be bia bokori e.
Okay, senator kakra crime say you are fine. Be bia kwari nam ne dey. See what watch out there no.
Okay.
Now be bia fine, be fine.
Okay.
Them say we need to ya.
Ya manso enye yi.
Yakopon na ne hiya no mo.
Ya manso enye yi.
Ade no mo den pa betim say yakopon na be.
Enye easy kra. Be bia be fine.
Next Saturday, I will say the beer bounce and carry German chassis.
And a dear, me am
pa. The correction bit my and Sama, but also by hours over than yet. You say them Sadiano.
Emfa.
This any couldn't say, Chamas by non so on the body non TM say, this and a dear Mura number. Mura number. By a bayan Kakanka Crassa. As I yet me peeping any man, sir. If you yet me a better say they are not paying come off for him. Yeah, Losky and I didn't come up, be room has for say na has they say wouldn't say the Ghana Premier League bowie from number 1 to number 18 mono utimi say omuna 8 years ago bi antiase
okay
na odwenwa ba bi asem ne kosie you see o hwe Sally Madams dey $70,000 and say agete bi mebo a
agete yes
agete so dey and sana Slavko Matic no so dey $14 something bisa into can has ka umbetua mankofo kwa Losky ebetumi ato players bebre
oso mutua sa aka na nsa na omunya kwenya
FIFA for ya ba say mutua ti has
ato players
yes mismanagement problems in the door so pa so far ne yebedim komo kakra and next be san so wuram kakra wo players aye to moto new clubs no
okay
hwe minim say player bia wo to no bia ye player wo gidi say obetuma bonti na wo to no
yes
but to player ko clubs ni mo Losky mo kwa ade ne mfa enu ti na ebenya bre na ne mo ba ko mi ne so we play ade gu akwan mu so we move to a new club because any wa hai so we quarter station che say maybe say suche we na so tum so we kono so we ade no bia 50% so we tum so bia times 100 and something plus
yeah
because honum no e simple nti Losky na be din komo
okay
say na me say be wie no na players na especially match player ba kura frames as a four baby so nation for kura sign no
okay
ti say na wa be feel around that be tie
okay
say wa ko new club no sorry no ko be peja condition for the match so music kura nka mu da
yes
to share asafo no pay no be oba je na nuru the nation for the ma no e be pro so kura
say all stars
yes nti
okay
nti Losky minim say ne e be din komo pa yes ko bre num so mu wa don sure mi ensamwa
yes ye twembe ye duasa di akina be pipia kakra and the crowd pese kontem because body na ye kra okay dimi twa me ho abasisi ya na ye ho 1 or 2 bi na ye ho de be ye Okay, ti meko abedwafo no ho na abedwafo na kamutra bobom no ma de ho komo ni nyina ne se anse na bugati kan se mi se players ne to no players ne to no se oye player na season ko na wieye na club a wosi akan edema wo mu no se ye to akọ different club akosi akan a eno che se oye ade oye good player eno nti na ya to enti wo komode bo no o se opejam na supporters na hu ne se ya to good player abeka team no ho enye se okoye matrama kwe edi ko niam bi ko ye ya so konko den pa na supporters na ne gie se obobo ne yi a eye supporters na team na ye no eye supporters na team na ye omodia se coach nyaade player nyaade a eye supporters no na be man pen fon we se sa player we ye ne nje no ho sa coach we onyade enti yenyini mfiri team no mo enti we player na se okọ different team na okosi akan na okonko den ayire wo ho a after game kra na waje man of the match the chiri no obonze supporters he add to sika e the goal so supporters add to yogurt farmer kana na sefo na omode e maun enti ne ye be two players ne fo send e be ya omomode bo no omepijam ababra omo eko teams foforo mo ekwa kwisi akan ede amawo mo ti mamenko abedwafo no ho na sankomo wei omuni omuwi a besanso aba na ya sanso edi nkomo fro makacho se ne yebedi nkomo yebeko take na yedi nkomo about players na kwan ya yefaso assign contract ekwan yefaso ton players e okrom ya na yakodi ho enkomo pi ti mabedwafo buga
yes sir
ye ni nkomo e
sure
minu se obia mic di dem ti no sa nkomo we mu ye nyina betimi akeke etiabo manager ya bobo ho ana ye hu de ekoso
crepa say ade we no metwe ho a menti ase se ohwe a player baby a osi akan sabi die obedie mpotor bia bosome kura ka tua ye ntua ekomo de no ensi player we ye to no kwa big club na player akwa ye gagai wapeje na beti obeti yesi player ni akwa akoko na season ko anko na bi ani apamo no etimu ni se ya na ayetimude ena ye obi mu afa ena bi mu so hu ni se menya koduk sa club we die dia ababo no mawia ni sa me a big man because bebe na mpese me bobo no kodura na maduro no beto bokoto ko ni hasa unya nuru ba bia because there was a time ya samoja na catch the lad say so bokoto ko ni hasa wia the next ne se obeko abuchi eno nya de se wo wutrim ko hwe bi mu pa hyase no a ena players na ne ba ko ehum ni se players ma bobo akodo achi dodo no afie eya na nye ekom ahokyere ene ya na wo be na kopon ya ado no koduru siro wia sabre bi mo ya sane omu yi o fefe na mo fo de se de mo kotoko esere mo has enti me kwa misika kwa mejere mante kwa be 7,000 6,000 8,000 o sika na da woni ba bia oda TV boy bi e bodam ho a oswedi ma wie heaven na me dey but me who say this is not the right time or say kai player who team a dream is kone Messi mu kura na o mabobo akodu the bigger level no Ronaldo mo no o mu kura say pressure mo sa komo nim biem e na o hwa mo no ne a di brand mo nyina ball mo di bana wie model to the same thing but o mo say da bi ye home ye ko the next club e kire say o mu kura no ma yi bobo na kodu a kire say da bi ye san no kura ni mu biem Benny Kuma dear penny, be also your stars, be and goes the teams in Kitwabia, who got taught the pet my can say, go golden kicker, that cost the Usi, has an uncle to sound a pet. We did make 2-3 weeks 1 month to be once a player we tinning crowd or banner or young hoga guy. Pass the ball was in the matter enemy home. It place already, I mean, no man could dear woman. And a place and Encosono. Are they back common name we are not Hunka can say, a do ya homaswo. That's how I see it.
Kobuga me on say prayers and Casano. So share omu dinima, omu behavior, kwanya prayers efface behavior. Football. Obia or your footballer biano. No your kobolo.
Okay.
Most of the footballers kobolo because before say obey footballer buga unless say a juma na oyer omo waso ye den because I will start here and besil konsuo especially omo free sebi nkron keto mo no oya akwada butu kwampo obe brands on saturday ne saturday kabut mo pray bi wakra ofitepa na the we are gonna say bre no it is such a prayer say nay or a fine defender very nice fine defender pa but we say the end of the day such a prayer kunya kotoko any has and as a nation serves next oba no ma upon everything ahombaso akabede emeba because osho bia no free a any never be wakwa kunya bi na okay and they were just a good facility and there baby wantano honom ye kama the end of the day ontwahwe yen shout of folk be mine and the south of folk efawa o kwa never be free ebia the belt no they obetwa omo for akatwam but untwani straight sebia obo yen fan say BECHEM United wakwa wakwa kutwa odan sika right obo bekum Chelsea okọ one akọ ha odan manti so aye da wo kasen da betwa oladbe da betwa odan tamaso ba sa obo kotoko a na so obo hasia
we na say free
yes enti buga de be bia ho ba so de be de ebeba
sa
because what can begin yes you should pray we are go sa fokofano from this team say all stars
yeah
say all stars division 1 team team no most some of the division 1 teams no you twa omoka omo enjoy kama be say Miami team Park Academy they are enjoying omo ye team a we team so even Park Academy Ubo Park Academy a we enjoy than say obi bo Kimfesa Premier League team a wabo Premier League for so many years but say na Sobo Park na we enjoy than say obi a wabo Kimfesa etienne say obi bo Park Academy na so ba Nations FC baby go stars ya wono no wa hu sa ne mani bi abre but so bibo say all stars ya na se de wonya okonye so okwa akomo baby go stars ya buga de be bia homaso de
sani about the players no monko bia because say baby a woni na me say obi say Park Academy ya okan
yes
say Peter Midu akọ no free
yeah
e de be ntin okokotoko no de no okoye o fight your players how do wonya dwanwan ko
Erunti na meche say suban obia ne kwan a won se obia adwuma kro na ambuga adwuma na wabie no me expect so obia be behave said the ope so what I say adwuma na wo ta no as manager na say ase ebia coach no menya wa say ebia team ya wo coach no PSB say Justin Day and as a principle omo da form say Peter Midu akwamo omo da form it will bring all the players back 20 25 30 players omo nya brom once sister players no the baby obi a ahomaso kakra even Park Academy division 1 and they say kwotwe players na say the obo division no but say ahomaso see some of the players them no
na they can we say and okra utimi abni players ni bi hia
yes
if you club abi osi akan no e bia na nya big club but o show mu gaga ndio minim
yes
because how do you can see be players ni bi chem kwa enwanwa enye se bia o ko big club mpo
yes
oni na mpo na se onya bo team no nko ade
yes Mama ma one example. Let's help you next study no. Alex Boachi. Aviana Stars.
Alex Boachi.
What there from any moment from now say Shele Ginasia. Yesterday no. Why one player on the field was serious. But say of free fitness wa. The behavior is different. Say was shell. Ebia on the MP. Mu na mu so for friends so. Na we share as watching even sa wo call do ma so kwakwo game because of onintia ya bo game na wi wo opportunity no se de obese behavior che no asim say enyo na force bra man ka se bra na o cha se bo call the one atwam
player
yes obo bi na stars yes o for offense so Alex Boato defender by your player bi so a won so bo nation FC on so fidema.
Yeah, me know.
Rashid Carlos. So we shana. One no as a player now. We shana. One come medical approach you. As senior no baby. If on that vibe no. Oh, sir, Mr. McCram can't say. Oh, okay. Or how am I done for? But we will be our number of debut of flow. And say be our flower jadio. Name or more say what kind. Eh, Tibuga. Ye you now pepper sada. You be your more, be more stubborn. Near be or more stubborn.
But say, William say, the okay. Ebia and say, what's this player of freedom?
Yes,
they will approach you to Nipa.
Yeah,
what you say? San Nipa we, El Chow say, Obi to be man a link in Poa abroad now. But Nipa no yes, what the much they know.
Yes, when you are ready to crowd,
oh, you know,
yes.
And the place in the moon is said, me nimad could yes, so ye player. Me nim the wo move for now. It's always place here, Prof. And they say we are based on performance.
Yes.
Much is attitude. Yeah, they permanent. It is something away about moi. I bet you know what to tump.
But Miss Moon say, say, ye teams in our Ghana Haram. Say, young Shresan Nemawi, they say the attitude a pump player say, Yasobe you. Because I will call you pa. Buga, ye players are no mere stubborn. Ah, Nasiba tell me now, Bobo, or Bobo or retirement, or Boman City. Yenya Robio no stubborn pa. Yenche popoba. Even Southside de Bayama. No me stubborn. And the Bayasna. Damen na the need for say. Or come game at the end of the day. Or make him deliver. Ejama came. Asa. Just play. This season. Me. Say. Me come a best player. Ewo Kotoko. Say me yi 3%. Me just play account. E Sauka say. Who pump just be based on the behavior. Just be no Bobby Jamao. Yeah. But media man or bono. Kotoko say. And never more interview say Kotoko has or say Kotoko. There's no way in the entire life Obo has that. It means on Kotoko team no.
Yes.
And Sauka say the behavior and I already sacking the play and the free team now. Losky, there's no way say a Juma.
Any kind some basic on
David.
Personal issues.
David. Oh, ball winning ball. I winning ball. David on yard asa. Behavior there. So what can say what they pump say what the criteria to say. This is how a person plays a behavior. Losky, there's no way say ubenya sad me peda.
Okay.
Even Oma no mutifi. Ah, and kwada Losky, wa wo mu, wo na wo mu kwa be 5. The baby about cross wording.
Yes.
The was wording. Ubenya bia omonye down. Ya omon pekasa. Wo me cool. But you be say some kwala nyina no the end of the day abusana mocheche wo bia contribution ede e bo abusia no.
Okay.
Alo ne yepe but say nipa no kwa bonten na se bia okọ misbehave e bia o konfo wo star bia e na be nko fa ye e na fa e nko po ntimi mpam no mfa abusia no.
Yes.
E se nipa say ne behavior e team bia and say ababu your psychologist e wo horo mebo a.
Yeah.
Your psychologist enti yabo season na wie na ma psyche boys no so we show more mass one na no afre no chairman last season this na behavior say na wudi na di no na emwa even especially wo mo eba team for no ede emwa ye enti na me ya aduma next season ye persist na behavior ye de ekono what I say but so based on behavior say because of this because of that
okay
ya pamono program aye sponsor ye na What say okay prof for mantem. Right?
Yes.
You be program you start show no. Now what you want him. The end of the day sports no oya na say wonye.
Oye ni ye
Yes.
ya say problem be any ho.
The year trend say you be feed your listeners.
Yes.
The outside you say oh chairman you we are near share head of sports for some chale kwanya or start you be starting program and no e bad door and enye on the feed on the program no ongoing you know.
Okay.
So what I say e to be tima sai kini paro obetima advice no but so based on behavior say
Omwadie
buga the every one
say ebia omu ni say enema bia wo ye ne moa man football no upon resource he ba nyina
yɛka football any behavior but yɛntumi yi suban emfi game na yɛbɔ no mu
ene de
yɛntumi nka sɛ at the end of the day ɔbɔ game no ɔyɛ adeɛ nti yɛmfa no saa
okay
suban no yɛ mienu yɛwɔ personal life yɛka nkɔfoɔ baako 25 a ɔmo form team for the season saa nkɔfoɔ 25 no obiara ne mfie ofiri mu obiara ne nteteyɛ
okay
fa obiara ne ɛkwan a ɔfa so boduru beebi eweduru no enti suban no ɛnyɛ baako but obiara wɔ no suban no saa team spirit no ɔno yɛgye suban baako na yɛgye bɔɔde sɛ wate aseɛ
okay
team na nkasa na yɛyɛ no ɔnte ne yɛfrɛ ne team no ne sɛ adeɛ bebree no ayɛ baako enti suban baako na yɛgye bɔɔde team no then team na ahyehyɛ sɛ sama ka kyerɛ sɛ na mu wɔ team bi ɔmo ndi kosua players ni hina obiara ndi kosua yɛdi kosua only when yɛwɔ match but obi fie no de biara ne maame ti kosua ma no
sa
so the moment we be breaki saa band no saa instruction no ye you fit
wo bumla no so
ye you fit no no matter ball we no mo
okay say adwuma bia ye omla wom
exactly
team bia ne ne mla wom
unum Prophet J Adebayo example dia na ma Adebayo fi Arsenal Adebayo fine player Arsenal for hear the services of Adebayo but Arsenal management tena ase hu say senior player ba Arsenal team ni mu a se wo hwe Arsenal traditional team no sesia no esesão Arsenal for tia say football is about money
okay
enti uji sika hyemu a na hunye sika Arsenal ye ni mu omotete no Arsenal ye player papa bia na Nusubante na Borussia Dortmund eso oje player no emmetim sa akese no eso Adebayo be senior player with team no no na say according to management o influence wo mo because of friend Adamfo e wo Chelsea sika no all no Arsenal de ni wo fom
okay
Manchester United for egi sika papa Chelsea omoje trophy no mo celebrate no Arsenal for anya bi so at a point in time management hu say no yamma papa wait na timi we mu a oba convince nkwada ya ma nkwada no adwena ya mu sika nti no matter football na no all no omoje ono to nchen say ye team policy ni say yabama nkwada ehu ball na ye ja akọ market akọji sika ade na wuji sika ewura team no mu na omoje an kwan na okoye team bia ewo na nhyehyeye ha wontum nka ncham say wo ba asante kotoko na wo no kotoko players Steve no duro num ni ade so mutumi tisi market ena mo monte kotoko fu enchire but in the same Kumasi asante kotoko no ya show say around 8 o'clock there maintain si abonte wo se me ya justice intermediate abonte ne there se Kumasi de ya me ginam
obe pia kwa chere kakra
what team spirit no
omo ka say omo based on behavior no suban be ne odana dia on beto abonte say this and that we no ye yintia ye yi na free club
and private in the kwan say ye kan wa bonte
a private dia
because me de me tete ye no krampo na me happy by any kwan say e ba ne sa na te kra ne kwan say painful man say ne because supporters na kan say bia Kofi na odin supporters ne say bia mo kan na odin pa me say what tibia what tibia
eti ebi ni say
matete oni player ba ko kra so nsensem pi play ni player ba ko
even na nye oni player kra mpa ade bi o ma se play ye no ano odin pa
okay
ano odin pa
that's one and that 3 days my kayate kribi Nigerian footballer bi na mo obi o kira tekre na amfa ni din amba o say identity hidden on pass obobo ni din na amo interview no na o kira say obo team bi e was Sweden na team no ya sack no or sign 3 years contract wa boss 6 months pe
okay
na ya sack na adan ya or hona management friend say team CEO no team owner no na banyam ena omo invite no na the girlfriend ne CEO ne ba no o admit say ani ayo no a obosho no empayinfo say on twan mo nko training afi di omo je verdict by ya say ya dismissal na say football ne senke we die me ya matured many afi na say me yem kwana bi na senke ma ye ma de we your private life
okay
but team na gina so a dismiss no for no reason
oh boy CEO bana o
so for no reason na CEO bombo board bi and say team no last when say adwuma bi mu kra no because of past experiences yem be bi esi ba ko mienu and sabio organization bi wo hokra ya yem re say mu with the same company mu ye we ye
so the men what the pray
mu chompina ye for a reason omo ma kwan me bi si ye na BBC ye
okay
nti adwuma mpayimfo mpa say e be sibio ya na mbra u kona wuntumi ndi so a no matter dia wo baye ye basaka wo nti personal life na de but ono ne team life no enya baako but the moment wo personal life no won ye 25 players in here say omo abra boy correct on the easy say e basa mpo a technical team coach management won ye adwuma bi anye adwuma bia mu no ese won ye nkofo omo ye difficult kakra ese won ye omo a wo kan ya na omo di akire ese won ye omo a wo baka ne 10 times as omo aye so that wona wo ye panyin no e be sisa wo yamba ono na kire se wo ye leader wo organize wo mo but sa wo je sa personal life no e je ko edwuma na nkasa mu e ko se na dia lost with all due respect I don't think say wo tina edwuma no mu but break issue ankasa no me sir me ya happy because I am thinking say KOTOKO mpanyinfo hwehwe different method of resolving the issue nchaye
the me tete say play no krampo akire no na o performing o park na so kra de ni kwan senka sa niam no kra eba
on se blade ye ko no kra no de ayo obi an akakra ayo obi an obet on se wa senior player o team be so many years na wabo na mu se KOTOKO company fo hu ni say on na ba be che o mu no ni se suban na wo de na di no so mu kipuna
mo aka no
new players na ba
exactly I'm reason
nessa it the chance pe subana wo de na di na emwa KOTOKO no iti omuni option bia dance o mesake na
option den ke se omuni option se ti akra de omuni yan sake no
se de omo se o da bi team ne se obe wo bet ombo bi na mu sika na de omo tua se de month yo mu tua
which
and se mesito ze de last na de
what player ne club ni na
yes player na emwa no
what player ne club ni
se de contract ka 1 year
eti wo tena 1 year
eti tuatua mbusum ye betua
eti entwa se 1 year afi kwapo obe politu person mo
maybe bia na ombe na fru mi
sabi ya se on katim no ho
because on say buga press no mo nyina no se ne so opolitu mo a se woni wo kompo wo mo numbers 80 the tennis se mu se
kare man nko
yes any ejitware ka ne wo fit team nim because I was say who tware ka em all state team on the send contract be end dia e bi se do mo de kwampoku no okọ Algeria no na otifie obetra Ghana ba no mere no mu tware ka on the send contract ne end ye
yes
e so say bia ni par suban emwa campaign dia ene mani par ko ne compensation scanner contract na ka no ne twa foma no loski so muni next on money stay say and they on stay on to send contract be any dia afina obe produce person mo 80 so omo man nkwa dia omo nan trance loski no omo nan nkasa
okay
ene mo se ni awo ye no emwaye ene sa wo so ye betwa mo water team on te so contract be ende ummo team bia Kotoko so mo the end of the day so contract and one solid year Los can now mobile 100 be foul
obi am foul
so be foul
baby I kon
e to football career get
say okay I say Kotoko to allow Justice Blade to stay and pay his salaries on a monthly basis.
Yes.
Though he is not part of their plans. As he's requesting 70% of what due him in his contract with Kotoko.
Amo position no. As a mo obia o ko bia 3 months. No manager Chelsea Dabi. Omo nkai ani hina mbom. Na omo 70% emma no. Oye 70% na oboko. But 3 months na de esomonji. No, Musa Quatina say IMC for the Dabi.
Okay.
If that be the case, the IMC about to escano. Yanka say about you, but you to mean 70%. About you every man to be able to car.
Okay.
No mum, Tim Nanka Sadie. Yana ye to Yanaka, Timna or more Yana dear. Justice Bray and Caplano. And that's what is about training. So to fear, so you see, and said and win him. Sometimes why do
because how I bring some Kotoko na ekoni se na hardware.
But on say from by Benoski so o shepa. Sa bra bon
omon trance.
Obi a won life.
Omon trance na mom plan.
Obi a won life what you say.
Yeah.
But Blade there. Every players of no matter transfer na Blade kwani player. How mo kakra because this season we shall blame about 27 games.
Oh yes.
34 games on board. On the debut team say. Obopa na obaswa. Upon it so when you na chiru team say.
Yeah.
Board na kasa oboku no.
Sir.
So what you say?
Omo call Pando yi.
Yeah.
Omo Lions ko ball 1-1.
Yeah, Blade here.
She performance or done it.
Players Kotoko ne dia mum kom pa Kotoko ne dia oka ho bi. But the meti as the manager America. And that's when your contract be man say obefonako.
Okay.
But Sabe for na kokra de senka player ni kwa nka beka se e meeting contract.
Yeah.
Me yeso se bisa betimi.
Na bo for na Sanche Kotoko for dem.
Nso no.
Sanche Kotoko for dem.
Because say I didn't buy impromptu. So sign on the year 2026. Tell the manager that kwa nim se bia blame be call at this time. He's a friend be was set for a club. E dia mano.
Okay.
Na club ametete ye na club e wo baby enam no. Esa Felix anam de ni.
Dabio no buga club no baby enam no e mata dia mata ne say. E name to Asante Kotoko. On the best option ne say. Amobase akwatena ase because omumienu ni na strategy no mu use no em two parties no.
Okay.
Hwe ene hebegewu no ni ade omuhina e bodwane Asante Kotoko.
Yeah.
Ubenye ni mpa baako. Before you know, Steven Amankona be an experience with Bechem Chelsea players. The ofemu Asante Kotoko. Sana braboni tie o. Baby a wo kɔ no. Before wo boduru hɔ no. Na when you be a some fan ho aka ho asam a kyerɛw.
Ase wo ko ba bia ope obi a wa dan for chairman. Hana me ko na ho na wo.
How to say?
Anase was walk hoda send a horse system made it. The baby a depends on me call them send nembom no. So what I say
players na dwuma na omo ye na koye se die ya omo di omo ho nkomo se ni nua bi e wo team ni mu ni na bi we se dwuma ni mu be sanse chale me ba wa dwuma mo ho na what say na won so the whole story na ye dey abon
hoye nembom de wi a wo nembom be dey e be twatwo eti ni nyina enka mom e be depend finally ebe depend wo individual na wo yere wo kono
okay
etu be take the final decision okay fine se ni se na tede a me club wo ma hu bia abre so what I say yewo adi wo bi timi ka cho say ba bia wo kon de se ni na hosite ho ne ye na momu no e bia na momu na ni pare kan so so no na wo wa trasa de ne kwampo eti ye normal thing de e de maw
okay
eti me de behavior de buga me say me ye team different from companies
but already prof can on say bia be ka say loski na duma wo ye no nti
ni kwa say me bia ye kan
but won hwe ye na nkate baako pe na ko se nkate ni na hwe okwa ni a there are certain players ni buwa 94 that loski be kai play Italy for me so ko ball last penalty say no e say o catch coach say me de edu anyimira me ko match say me ko na mko di mani kakra club but oba results of man enti no no mo ane bebo
o man e
ko won hwe na masa akonya na place na woni bi so bedwin say anu so me catch was ko Basa for dressing room amanfo dwala yama say wonti na nam so mu de
Nico
eba etiro woni nyina na say ne wa ande je say all respect here lam yama kwa na ni die ma nti yo ne ma piolo ski se mo ntwa so a ebetuma say ate ebetuma say ne ma bebereti blade ye konye bad ana loski e won say mo company for ntimi nka
yes
anso mu ye mpanimfo e so fracture man so sisi a be ka say ajime ne mo ana ye ntimi ka beloski bia na blade yo o ka ma klampadu
me kind of
I asked for number 2 no.
Yeah.
Once on what the same problem. Yes, so no confirm and promise shut them. And no can go up on the phone now. Who see antesa. The tomu ben on the place down the case or them probai. Kotoko 4 years silos ke bi kra kom wa. You see, obi kra ba be share ba kom no kra no. Obe nipa no be nipa ni ho. Same be prof. Prof ni wono na ja prof na afa me na ye ho adwuma. So at senti no ne sempi.
Sa issue no. Esi o team pa sa de no.
Nsi akire.
Yes,
oni wo de ne ja.
Kakara bi sie. O be hwe player o be na sa player ni ho.
Okay.
And start dem mem emfa mo na ko de. So what I said. Esi o teams but enye good mentality and what teams no. But lost community say problems can solve what I say. Your problem is one man, you need to solve that problem.
Okay.
If say so we are not any fine. But we name the actual problem and what on just be between just be and KOTOKO management.
Me ade ba ko pa anka KOTOKO ye anka me okay with blade and say let's also can a 1 year contract.
Yes.
Just play a bit ma with team. Na o kan squad on be no mobi.
Say and so hard you know.
Say no dia open go pon no be say we let's go pa my heart from pam watara ne. O musika no muti be bom.
O metua.
O mu ya we pato mo de e che o de wuti. Yes, o say de metia bariado. O say car watara mo matua no. Ti e say pa bi de ne hye. It season no bia bleu de squad no kan ho bi. But let's give it me akobi 2-3 minutes bi.
Okay.
So na bia ka next year o.
Next season.
Next season wa wie.
Yeah.
It sabre na 70% obeko say afen ma so mo de ogum de ko matua 30 something thousand dollars be see small. Ye tika ketwa. Asana blade ye be kan ho.
Ghana Premier League group OGS can ye say.
Sa
Can ye say na mo work out players on coaches so.
Easy.
Eti ka me de muga.
Hard de blade your ponse or and the union person ye kan no.
Okay.
The place ni wo ho a let's go betru fa kwotena dem ade babu atona pampa bompa ya ma na de dem fa hwe bla na blade eba me eba no oni se na paka de ka o interview bi bombo toto ye no
Moses ama
no de
let's me tie no no nya ma KOTOKO
yes
na no se o yare uzo pra na mu bui e na kwada hospital e na panim ba ko central for ba ko bisa na nsem bi na se na blade si kasan prof me wura ho na ti akoyi ba KOTOKO ye be fa nie ema secheni ka tense wo de onya abotre bi ko kasa we de yemfa ene yemfa kasa nche pani na me prayer kra no wo si hoda me oni be bia me da ena o ma me hwe ye fra pani so entesa emu ana KOTOKO fa ndu tumi sa ade nan kasa eden ewo ne mu bet o depends na be si any player tima a resolve problem because
okay
ultimate on the foot of play ultimate deliver
yen hwe ye di players nkomo ye de yen hwe se betimi nyopen kase ba ko ono de players mo adwuma na wo ye oton players ti onimli wo mo pa ti ye be kwa homa no so na afi ye kwa akodi enkomo ye ni owura ye fan say George Harry Magua Wilson na so betimi afa na da odine juma edema GW Sports Consult and Trading timinia ADB fa Friday na to so na ye ni nkomo kakra e wa sei na ye hu de ekoso open say good morning. Hello, good morning. Networky. Hello, good morning. Wow. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Yeah, Munya.
Good morning, sir. Morning. Okay, me ba what mean
Me to pa loud and clear.
Fantastic. Enti awisafo ye ne opanyina ono na ye CEO Edema GW Sports Consult and Trading Alright, George Henry McGill, Wilson, and also between Afran and Da, and it didn't come more. Open you can say W and I say GW Sports Consult and Trading now. Maybe I told you made the Senate here.
Yeah, Munia, and a perminchia waiting for Minchia Munia no more studio with the most small what the Massation money in a Western region.
Okay.
Ghana money, the Michicho will be a Yamenka or a fish in a Liberty FM when your TV.
Amen.
The whole Ghana will be a show outside the Ghana will be also there in Chamohe, no motion on live or TV. About the same, no, we don't ask.
Okay.
Quenya Dama Mende and Pay. Now, Jindo Sports Consult is an underground consult. You're forming about, let's say, 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And Jindo Sports Consult, the meaning, we are two friends. I'm George, and other guy is Williams. That's why we came about Jindo Sports Consult and trading. Yeah, this. We planned this. Able to have players, coaches, athletes, whoever who is in the sports. Okay. Not football, sports.
Mm-hmm.
So we are just trending. We are just making sure that we help the upcoming players. Just recently, we had a collaboration with Caribou company, which is based in Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
They brought in a to Obuasi for Justify. So we finished that job and we are looking forward to that. In future, maybe 1 or 2 players will leave Ghana to another country to continue with their footballing career. So, and also we have helped a lot of coaches also. Okay. A lot of players. When you talk about players, let's start from the players.
Mm-hmm.
Last 2-3 seasons, I sent almost about 10 players to Tamale City.
Mm-hmm.
Players. And also to KOTOKO to send 1 or 2 players to their camp. So in Division 1, Nankasano, okay. So if you want to, sometimes it will be very hard because of their finances and their staff. So sometimes you give them the prayer for them to use the player for some time. If the player brightens up, then we know what to do. Last season, with almost 3 players, 2 players score Sharks, Mina Sharks. Number 1 scores Zimbabwe. Number 1 score as a Ken. So we are trying to help build a youth per se. So we are just in this season we are looking forward to that. We just push certain players to Vision FC, Accra House of Folk, and Dreams FC. So we are looking forward for that project also.
Oh, okay.
It's a long-standing project.
Some more players and the coaches now.
Yeah, when you talk about coaches now, last 2-3 seasons, in KOTOKO, I took Coach George, who is now in All Blacks, George Kofi.
Okay.
I said, who qualified All Blacks to the Premiership this season?
Yes.
I sent him to KOTOKO for the first. Yeah, and coach, another coach from Accra to I sent him to Sefi All Stars. One of the wealthiest coaches in Ghana. And so in KOTOKO, I sent about 3 coaches there before, and also Coach Kobne Misa is my man. Also going to this nations. I was part of it.
Okay.
So we are there trying to help coaches, trying to help players. But sometimes the players, some will be ungrateful, some of the coaches will be ungrateful. But then we are not looking at that aspect. We are just looking at it there. At least we can create a name for ourselves, and in future we can get a good grounds to stand on.
Okay.
For activities. And the FA president is also somebody whom sometimes I go for some advice from his corner.
Okay.
So, yeah, so we are in the game.
Okay, the awisa for mo hu say anasa mo te se line mo twitwi kakra o Turkey na ene ne di sa enkomo we na opanyi de to so mi no wakobon players yi de any coaches yi ekwan bei na players ne teams ne assign contract e wo krom ya because contract won sense na akwa bibia o kakra.
Yeah, I want to say most of the times, player contract, will depend on the player ability. You understand that? So if an amateur player, if a team is signing the player, it does not contain a lot. It's like you are giving the player for safekeeping. And that player will be giving some stipends to. And in Ghana football, contract issue sometimes, a player will sign a 3-year or 2 years contract, and the club will decide to, because per his performance, they will decide to sit down with him to cancel the contract. So contractual issues in Ghana is becoming unbecoming. Last season, I just canceled the contract that I had. Two of my boys were in Sharks, and things were not going on well. So the players were fed up. So they told me that no, they can't continue in that situation. So I just called them to cancel the contract. So sometimes, and this our Ghanaian team, paying salaries to the players, bonuses to the players has become another problem. You can't train from Monday to Friday and Sunday go and play a match without. Some of them will not be eating. They are not being taken care of. They are. That's why some things are performing good, some things are not performing good. On the normal scale, you could see that this thing is quality. But because of the treatment of the players, they know if a player does not eat well, he can't play well.
Yes.
If he does not have a good sound mind, he can't play well, because sometimes the players sometimes also have problems in their houses. Some of them have girlfriends, some of them have wives, some of them have families. And maybe there might be a problem in the family that they will try to pull. So the player can have the maximum thinking to forge. So contractual issues in Ghana is an issue. I think the FA should put down a law that will bind certain club. Maybe if you are not ready to pay a Division 1 club player like 1,500, 2,000 Ghana cedis, you can't register as a Division 1 player. You must sit down and prepare this law that can bind them, because players are really suffering. If I could tell you, players are really suffering, but they can't speak out. They can never.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right, George. Unkomo ya wudi ayame depa. Only say teams libi ohwa. Come qualify some obesi akan or Ghana Premier League and I say Division 1 mo.
Yeah, who say Barcelona only stars for an example. They call through some means, and playing the Ghana Premiership, it's not a joke. If you don't have the financial muscles. When I talk about financial muscles, I talk about big time money. It's not the money that you put in today and get it back. No, it is an investment for the future. And some of these teams, these smaller teams, they will do everything possible to qualify. And when they come, they will be, and now they'll be kneeling on the FA. They'll be kneeling on certain clubs to help them. Look at what happened in the last game that they played at Nations
against Nations FC.
Look at what happened over there. It's not the right. It is not right. Why? This is not the first time. Before Nation could qualify to the division, to the Premier League, right? At that match, I was there. There was so much confusion governing that match, and that match stopped. The referee stopped the match because of what was going on, and the match was played the following day early in the morning. But why is it that this be played again? Sometimes the disciplinary committee too must blame them also, because there are certain cases I think they need to be genuine. not that standing for any team, but if the case is there, they need to be genuine, setting down the case, setting down those scores. But what happened there might happen tomorrow. You know, in Baseke might happen tomorrow. So I think going forward, the FA need to. Although I'm a friend to the FA, right? But then if something is not going on well, I need to speak out, right?
Okay.
They need to sit, analyze certain issues. At least this ended season. They need to sit down and analyze issues that came out, which is not the best. I think this time around in the Division 1, kudos to the Division 1 league board.
Okay.
At least there were no match pitches, unless like last season, all Blacks played very well to qualify. Teachman 11 Wonders also did well to qualify.
And the Hoho United.
Yeah, Hoho also did well to qualify. At least good those clubs. But then, let me say, between these three clubs that qualify, All Blacks, Teachman 11 Wonders, Hoho United. Hoho United is the all team out. If I say all team out, I'm talking about those who have played the Premiership before. All Blacks have tasted the Premiership before. Teachman 11 Wonders have tasted the Premiership before. So, talking about experiences and friendship, they have the friendship. They have experience going in there.
Okay.
So Hoho United is a team that is coming in. Let's talk about their venue. I think Blacks should build up their venue. I've been to that venue, and for that venue is not the best of venues, to be honest with you.
Okay.
In fact, there was a time I went there with the club in KOTOKO. In fact, talking about the dressing room and the park, the pitch itself, and the stands itself is not good. If they don't do things right, I don't think the FA should allow them to play the Premiership there. And talking about the team in 11 Wonders, they have a bad stadium.
Okay.
Amir Park is not the best of stadiums that it can hold even KOTOKO and has there. You know what happened in Swatreme? I think this should happen again. So
Okay.
a certain stadium, the FA sit down to avoid certain occurrence in future. And how talking about, I think their stadium, I have not been there, but then I've seen it on telly, I've seen it on Facebook. I think it's also a nice venue. I think there are one or two things that I think they can do. So I think going about it, and let me talk about their finances.
Okay.
In the Premiership, if you are not financially strong, my brother, you will slack. And in the Premiership, you first round. If in the first round you don't perform well and you be at the bottom, master, forget that somebody will help you. Even now that you are a new entrant coming in, they will not help you because the old teams want to help themselves.
Okay.
Help to get me right. When talking about Techim and 11 Wonders, they also thrive coming back to the Premiership. But always they will try and come. But the outperformance will always be a questionable.
Okay.
Because they will spend in it coming. But later they will go bankrupt and they will start owning players. They will be hula about here and there. They'll be maltreating the players. I knew before they could go on relegation. Support the players. When there was one match, I saw the players taking keke to that match. And how,
yes, Pragia.
Yeah. How can a player take keke and go and win a match? You just imagine.
Okay.
That day ahead, the players were not fed. So how can a player go and play a match with an empty stomach in a match? So I think we need to do certain things right.
Okay.
And talking about
branding.
Brand is another aspect of the game.
Okay.
If you don't brand yourself, well, nobody will come and sponsor you. If you do your things, maybe you'll be wearing Nike top and Adidas shorts, whereby you are playing league match. You are wearing Puma socks, nice shorts. We don't do things like that.
Okay.
At least you need to brand your team well. You know, many a times the sponsors come into sponsorship by your brand. If you have a good brand, come into it and tap into it.
Okay.
Look at John Mama. He has a good brand. And look, whenever he's having a boxing festival, see the number of companies that comes around to sponsor this boy.
Okay.
Where does this boy come from? It's all about marketing and sponsorship. I've done marketing, and I've done brand.
Oka brand assembly. Yenche Ghana Premier League yebo without headline sponsor. And also they in a money banisa.
Yeah, you know, the problem is organism. Problem is organism, and also some of the sponsors monitor your game and they see some feverish and double standard refereeing and other stuff in it. Nobody will invest his money whereby the product is not good. It's not a good product. Every marketer, every sponsor likes a product who is marketable. If you're having a product which is not marketable, nobody will come to market it for you. So I think the reason why Ghana Premiership is lacking this kind of things is that the most of the time, because in the last matches there was a score that came about between Chelsea and Accra Zofoko.
Yes,
scores came about. The match is going to be 2 minutes. One player will score 2, and it come to pass. So if I'm a sponsor and I'm going to enter into sponsorship with this kind of you can't just throw your money out just like that, because at the end of the day you need to get returns. You need to get
okay.
Of that the brand will falter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to say price money at that Ghana Premier League no so no. Sika no eboa 5 billion.
Yeah, to me 5 billion it's not a good money, because let's compare that for even one a budget. I've been in the team. I've handled the finances. Know what I'm talking about? You know, going into let's say you have a car, you fuel your car, you find food morning, afternoon, evening for the players. If let's say the players are 2, officials are.
Hello.
Good hotel.
Okay.
You need to get a good. Many times a team will travel and will be seen as players sleeping on bare floor, players sleeping on mattresses, flat mattresses. How can a player sleep like this and go and play a match and win? So I think we need to. I think the money aspect need to be uplifted, because it's not a joke. If KOTOKO tells you their budget for the season, you will marvel. If James tells you their budget for the season, you will marvel.
Okay.
The smaller clubs are trying to beat are trying to beat certain things because of their finances. They can't ride shoulder to shoulder with this kind of big club. So many times they need to cut down. That's where you see players eating twice, not 3 times before. That is where you see a player sleeping on the floor. That's where you see a player doing all sorts of things. Players not disrespecting their leadership because they are not taking good care of. And many times, more of the smaller clubs also have bad leadership. And in football, if the leadership is not good, in fact, it's another problem.
Okay. Then I'll say FNE na omunya headline sponsors na buama ya league na yebo sika 70 me page.
You need to still talk to other companies. You know, you have many companies in Ghana, and most of them, because of what is going on in the league, refereeing, especially the match that this last, you know, because the FA need to come out and speak out. Maybe there are certain issues that comes out. They need to come and say sorry.
Okay.
Sometimes they will not say, saying sorry for something that has been done can at least cool down the tempers of certain things, you know. So I think FA should still push on. I know. There's nothing that you want that if you try pushing it on, you can't get. So I think the FA should do their things right, package themselves right, and go into sponsorship. It's not that you sit there for somebody to come. You need to work to companies and speak out with them. If you tend to be in thinking that somebody will come and sponsor you, it's another mistake. You need to go out, you need to pay flyers, you need to go out, talk to people, talk to companies, talk to individuals, and see. And last time I read a story about somebody's. The FA should contact Mama's brother Ibrahim Mama and certain big fishes in Ghana for them to come together to sponsor our leagues. And I really like that suggestion. I also think I see at least pursue them, continue going to them, continue going to their labs, live with them to come and sponsor, because with this Sakura sponsorship, you can't get anything better out of it. You will see the bigger clubs on the smaller clubs.
Okay. That's a network ninti ye de wisi wa ha. Na mami misa we ntwato. Ade ntina Ghana, yem players ndi ye sign contract on sika asem na ma bonten. Se sika man tripe no. Ana se bia sika okwaje no team no mo ade na ye de ntumi ma. Ablofo de ye hu de player bia eje.
Oh, say Ghana no suspicion is not dorsal. You know, and well, you fear some not no so yeah, that's the George Walker said contract 80 million Ghana cedi, 80,000 Ghana cedi. Hey, this boy has getting money. People will try to pass by. My brother, how? You know, people will be hustling. People will be knocking the doors of this place, and sometimes. The clubs will also come out to say they are paying this player like this, and at the end of the day, they will not pay.
Okay.
It's just a camouflage. That they will. But I think the players, the FA, it's not bad to announce the player salary. It is being done everywhere in the world.
Okay.
Even these smaller countries, they are doing it. When you go to Kenya, when you go to South Africa, when you go to Djibouti, when you go to Zimbabwe, when you go to Eritrea, everywhere, Botswana, they are announcing it. But then I think this is another way how the FA should do something about it.
Okay.
Because if a sport hears that this club assigned a player on this fee, oh, that is good. Oh, then let's go and support. This is another form that it can draw sponsors to your club. So I think the clubs should do it right. Do it fit, then they must do it to announce the salaries of the player. You only hear the years.
Okay.
This player assigned 2, player assigned 3 years, and with their condition in it, you know here. But when you go to Europe, Cristiano Ronaldo contract just came out. Look at the benefit. Look at what the guy is gaining out of a contract that he signed. You know, everything is out there.
Okay.
Everything is out.
Go
there and read it.
Okay. All right, George. You better was your network and share more into. You better was on pay no break.
Okay. Brother Maso, Masum Dawasi.
Okay.
Okay. That's anytime the answer. If there's an issue I was discussing, I'm ever ready. Concerning about our local leagues and Division 1, Premier, whatever.
Okay.
My doors are open. Time you want me to come on a frequency, I'm ready to hit it back for you.
Okay.
My regards to all.
Okay.
My fans in Sophie.
Okay.
And all the guys in the studio. I say hello.
Okay. Thank you for your time. Okay, all right, George. And I could enkomo. Ono na CEO Edema GW Sports Consult and Trading. Na wadi nkomo ni pi adiafa yen lega ye boy hon. Kovi?
Yeah, loski man.
Ya kodi nkomo na wie.
Yeah, loski opening ya dana se wakasa pa na obeka se yen na o studio ha. Nsema do aye kanenu abia no nso.
Yes.
Loski no nso abekeken na I had drink a crack. One was the car casafa about the stadiums now.
Yes.
A chrome ha. Teams in the issue, Namian Queen ye. A hard drink. Pa. Now I'm set the chimman of crown and I'm a yell. Mantis or Mr. O'Crano. And so more best sons, the team got more time will be as a saying.
Omo Tom. Shares.
Omo Tom.
So be to be a.
And let's go concert that team we know. Sabasa Swabba Colleague in Cross and move from.
Okay.
Tachman City adwane ko
na je sika sem o league no mu kra nyo
go from too much
na no kan
at the moment club be qualify for Ghana Premier League Loski or second venue edu standard a ko TV so ko be yam hye no
I just qualify wie ansa na wa pen venue be si akan wo so
and na de ba ko say on one say division 1 no so o krampo na hobo no bo so ehu enso onye ho adwuma
Adentina division 1 ne division 2 ne de na yen check be bi o mu si akan no ba je so mo ba Premier League ansa na ya mo say o se agituma standard ne ko ni say enye the same players ya na boy Premier League
Loski the Premier League no standard
o see it make us even we engine tum
and the
division 1 dey be bia o
da be na yanja ntum kura standard bia no ho paperwork engine tum ne ye paperwork e bia de ba ko mienu bi na ketewa bi na o mo pasa wo ye ba say obi a qualify na ono a kire say ha na mobo mi games na say Ghana Football Association e be ye mbre bi egina so say chenchina say wo yifru ha de nsida e be ka kire say ye nyintum but the next 2 weeks no 2 weeks who were the whole year went to me and ye pack or your standard but ye be ka say ye nyintum no 2 weeks no ya say ajatum aye standard is it bi ankleke
okay
masa wo sense won ka say we take so no ni sidio heavy
debi
but yansam na ye kana na oka ensam ye kan na oka na ensam ye no ye medane say Roski baseke Holy Stars abo first half one more second half ball ya about 90 minutes we yan juvenile football
okay
na yan ba football ampo mo bo wi a extra time no montembo obumpo penalties we Premier League ya about 90 minutes half mienu 45 so mo de mo ba ebe Premier League mu no omo bo 45 na aka no mo ambo nso ye wie ye no na ya mo kwan so mo Premier League
say ye de mla na ye running ye ball no krum ya te be yiso ataka ye be kutu ataka na ma cross ni bebem
amo ko relegation no obi ambo 45 but ye santi nimpa no favor o mu bio sa example no site amo no sa what you say
okay
che say chinchina chan ese say team we die oko relegation
na team we
chinchina chan ese team we die oka league ni mu chinchina ese team we die of division 1 be Premier League system na nya papa with all due respect system na nya papa
okay
na yan fan say Dr. Kwamichi say nations ye na dia
yeah
our company papa bi o a mo botumi abo Ghana Premier League uvi say Ghana Premier League mpayinfo board members e ko say doctor enke yepe omo nko doctor ho omo boko company ne ho na omo di proposal no na CEO ahwemu ohwe ye Ghana Premier League na omo be proposal uvi say obe trainer kuma mi say oh Ghana Premier League be team kan win team ko sponsor it's adiane ye but with all due respect adiane ye akoyo mo for to promote teams ko relegation pages or more approval
okay
page ben bin na say ya je to so ha ye kan hasemi one of the teams so page na ye ready is no more ball leg no
yeah is it a young apostle
so what can say page
Makai young apostle
look at it as a seven school league bi na ye ko bon wo hono nkwada no etum recover tracks no anya page
okay
enti sa team no survive wie fortunately sa team no age league no sa team no age FA Cup then CAF for bakacha sa team ni say since we team no na kokuma ase na nkran na kobo CAF competition supporters no e won nkran ni kuma ase enti onko bo hwe bibia nye so we
okay me mu say ye ekrom ha se no ye ni ekrom ha empanifo na ya we say ye certain venue say kwase ye ball Ghana Premier League nim
okay
loski me mu say ye ntia mamfo ni nko division 1 mu ni say division 1 games do do no ani ho aye yiro TV so and at the moment that team no be qualify for Premier League proper ne de do do na we go KOTOKO ha
okay
also yi
okay
and our standard let's go we stadium ni bia chia kwaye bi ni baller bi ni dua bi so mo tete no
ene na ya
na o secret
buga na mentias na me bisa say ɛnyɛ the same ɔmo nyɛ the same players ana
ɔmo the same players
by park bi wɔ hɔ a o de ba Ghana Premier League na yɛ ngye ntum but division 1 boys no de ebesi akan wɔ so but the same boot the same nan ya no mo de ball so ananya sa
o ɛno but the only say on say this want the video ka some mention that tiwasi
me say park ni bi wɔ hɔ a division 1 boys ni si akan de yɛ gitum but Ghana Premier League side ndi yɛ ntum na me bi sa me wo say omo nye players e de say Premier League players ya na
so bo mutimi deliver na
there be separate ni bi wɔ hɔ enye but division 1 you obetimi gitum yɛ si akan wɔ hɔ.
Oh, okay.
But in terms of Ghana Premier League, in the Becca there be a jitum and ye. And maybe someone say, the same players, Division 1 players, you want your Tomo de Premier League. I don't know park and the jitum. But Ghana Premier League, dear, oh, by Becca's park and not your jitum and ye. Everyone there, some boy or Hiname Yao. I am boy. Division 1, some boy, but Premier League, and the saying you.
Okay, I'll say Division 1, boy.
Yes.
And I Premier League. Etienne said championship for England. I say Division 1 wa ha.
Okay.
And I EPL no nyem panimfo ne de no.
Ba o hwe mo park no. Eno stadium na. Yen ka say bia because of say Division 1 nti no. Chinchina twa say ye gitum ma o mo bo.
Division 1 match ne de Loski edu mu de anya kra o. Division 1 match ne so na match ne ebitimi huri ball na esi park to di agro. Onye bo nkofo ku mu no.
Hey,
Premier League ne de Loski. Me say wunim. Nti ye ne ekuma na ye adwen say Premier League nankasa na ebe trust ebe hwe ni ye no kwan Paulos ye say o qualify ba o stadium kwa be ye ni ye no anu ne ni o ene bambam to bit ma tramba bia tobu obi tru say kwa
say okọ ohena me ya say ya ye wa bronsan bi si wa ene nua bi si park na chi a supporters ndo na afro na mo hwe game
say ye go for so father Roma ya bobo team sakasi omo Ghana Premier League mu a na ya kasa bo 5 said ye tie bia nkofo 10 wuyi nkofo 10 mu 8 bobo media ma aka ho say ye go for so fa me tako for mu nko omuntu eska nko hwebo e say tako ye bebi abrosan wo pa ye bo games a obo he na mu hina atete abrosan so na mo hwebo no bi otisro na o hwe no bo nti say na ice water bi na we ye fini dem mu na ekura ne na ne bu afu a ono no say wa to pitch no so.
Okay.
So what you say? Into Premier League no crowd walk kan hwasam no. Et sign na ya kwacha ke Division 1. Premier League na gaza no. Et sign.
And your boy ya ka chiro.
The best option bit ma taking is say. Say no open in the can.
Okay.
We a club na say o qualify na say o ba. Los kin kayen hwe o budget. Dem hwe o conference.
Sika sem no. Ene de be ya dio. Ene de be ya dio.
Ti Paulos ki e kan nwe no mkranie. Ti wonder sika mo sika mo Premier League yawie ho for and as we do obras mo sika na ma so mo se mo mo aye ni o ye ko bowling aba
Division e ko mo part Churchman 11 wonders o ma ton team no na me yaw what o pese o ton ogusu kra mo ye campaign say o be so to shares na
o ton team no na nipa na o ba be so se du obi a football kra bi ni sika na wo e be du se bi a o mo ko bass ye de ko ba bi a 78 in 20 games hey sa say na tie na ba mubu out you so ka so bu always ka ba to gini din be be do samon fo ko ba petrol togun place out mo ma duane di no afi na ba mobu just give me say ka we 15 clubs 12 clubs ye ni en wa wiemfo ye ntre ba bi obi o serious ni venu no ye twa ball how be no but ye ne krom 20 18 let's go come ye ni sika
50 club ebuga ye dosu
12
because e be share teams here o make meet that standard now Kotoko House to Folk Mediama
Go
Stars
Heart of Lions
Heart of Lions ka ye because o hwe Heart of Lions ka o ye Randia Biska hono oh aka
Adriana
yes Adriana sebeti my
Bechem Chelsea
yeah wait my meeting
bia Samate be fa Never bet trouble na
nation services
so hono
but apart from certain teams ya bobo yin for no huni so muniska mo boy young apostle
esa kom yo mo free
Vision FC
young apostle Vision FC Basake Holy Stars
one day so do so munyako
omunya
ina tero munya de so let's get na ye se omudo so na ya
na so do blast qualify
ba ya na traditional teams ndi ya na ye
say
aya na ye
se ya so do as be ba
Siska some de ya na nye bad mo
so se menti ase traditional team
no say no aya na ahemfo no tumi de musika pushi
last ye be bo wie
o di diska pushi otumi ko twa plot bi kura na aton dia o dia be shame
plot yes
that be
plot yes
Ghana Premier League anka so omo audit omo audit
omo ye
league na bo hu ni say sanka woni backbone pa support wan kajai who said na for akosane a mining company BCC two backup na no open e for kwasi adu o say o mu kwa akopesika wa gold na PC den sama boy nuane ye twa ye ya de backbone bia
o hena me na me ya de na ye cashew cashew no cashew kashie pa cashew so
akofo tenzo akosane a mining company no
be kai kura o
Edwina Stars
wonders
and they said you can
cash now the bottom
70 game for the first round no na Ajiegu
Baloski me say team on some kura some on some nya dia me say division 2 kura on to run
na
some nya dia
na House of Folk airball Techman 11 wonders na House of Folk bus abedu park ye twen wonders so mbeba players 3-3 at plug game we ba
home team
plug game etwumo ba
by me be say asem side game no o we pay for Osman say owo park academy last 2 season before say we call Olympics was am so about to Techman 11 o ka guy na o sell mo penalty no say this year was sabo bi o be ka so mo nya penalty no one e committee that penalty no
okay
one e mo mutwa na onya sa penalty ni my 11 wonders was na e akwankyere e de my team say
na say nye fine
na ba mo
game aye twaba TV so na wiase nyina ahwe o say akwankyere ntina wakofro plug ya players at plug game na ba
na losk we kwa no say ka Ghana pa ke mra ye adwuma pa wo losk football ni mo ba bia ka team bia wunim na say ball match na the Prague players better Prague mo I say get team
but say players ni kwa nye save
na we dey say
support the club me applaud dia
Prague what you say na the team pass way na we from bacho na we
almost so mini bus bi enche na nya ibias
eti no losk na me
so say akwankyere
eti losk ye say wa hai o sika che botom intimate iPhone ukobisa iPhone bo head
me nkobisa
eti o chance league na ye bo no wutimi mmo na woni sika how
akwankyere ma obi akoisu 11 players 10 players
KOTOKO ne aduana sa
yes maso kunadu
juju because of juju now one player tenchen let 10 players next game ni na echi no lusu nti ye krom ha de edu baby as ana se bi na yeto
ye wonders
be loski tibe de me woni se eni adwen chance ka loski ka teams na de ka obebo a na nka teams ka krebi
okay
because say ye body division one ye obi e pressure obobi
ye
busa sika se na ade ba osimi ni bi
onya qualify wi a na oye lala sulala
na division 1 ye wo teams ya o ma select a season bia o mo na wo so mo
ende da ho
ene ade problem
we say enya asema to park academy a enka next season ka do park ka do park so because last 2 season no the basket for buy
okay
na park academy na mo free park say chairman nya news o bada bay nya botre 80 basket ba last season and this season
okay
so do all blast e buy kim face ara one person oba bi
sa
yes
oni no de biase de be yilo
last ke new de biase be ba
okay
Adusalam ya point 19
okay
Adusalam
under 19
ya point no
nti e man post
ori atie for nsa be nso nka Adusalam ya kubu oni keta ko be keta man di brenti
so
only sky no born ya boy dan
now una we
se game na ye born na mo insentry for mo betra radio suka say team we be ba na team we ya ba that means say game na ye born krampo no e ho hia na asese
na say ya imperi phone na ayato ene ye hu se setie
enche eni se omo bokra anu ani se ya from
na so ya nation for elusu o omo ko ba se ke first half 2-0 odo sa for ka say ase mo kra di chi wan kra mo ye hu mo ba de ye nye je mo ye kra ye nka ho asem na we mu bia mo ofu edimasa omo ya we o omo nim sa na ye bo na ye duru so fo na e ba we next season for mu mo ba ye dan obere
and ye bo na ye bo ne de
they
say no mo be ko wa o be cassette we say young apostle uni na sa pani a wo team nim o cassette ya papa ya next season we say no wa we o bo kra enche o she kra be ye nye offside
okay nation for na safe
nation for na me as man safe udi agro on say ye bo wi na mo sha say placards e cassette ti akia ten sempi na waduma nya bra wo nwe ni pa say ball nkwa na odwe ho nipa nkwa am say nkofo mu di agwa na season anya 18-17 de moduro so ske ball na ye ball de so was go ni ske o don pan ni ye free nkwa de abeba me some ya come say ni we be asen ko ba this season
last game na mafia way
that's how it is mafia and yes sanka 12 teams and obi a won si confirm obi a o se kotoko se confirm asen fa be do mu ni bie no basakefo no yanga postdoski omu background na nye it is ono ben ho ansa
na yen hwe Venus cry those teams ni bobo hwe bia hwe basake bia basakefo
yes
na nse na Vision FC e ko bo mu games e wo tema 2-12
okay
so hwe bia ye hwe bia mu kumpoli iso atema hwe bia stadium bia bobo bia has ene kotokoko bobo
kwaye ma be wu ma stadium no be kradi ewu a wo bie ko
asemo
eti kwaya ye mpeni for fast one say we say enche yes club lances board on ba be ko very
enche bia
we say ya start ya ye frefre o cha mumu o man first start mumu
say ebi wo komo kokora ye twa board ye
twa yes
o gina board ye
yes
ebi wo akora say ahemfo ne pese omukromo ye de teams ne pageanti o gina odwan fufu odwan fufu bi pa
o muka twa board ye ni odwan banche egumu
on say last season no on say brother ye be league rase no on say club teams no very soon be by ya kase no ya ji atum america say bi o say hu ya ada probation ye ni nyina no mo say anya adima mo meta be inspection kakra ye start league na no nyina ebo
na mobile account mo say
o mo ka say o
mo ka teta kwa nyina
twem
ke board de o yan ke no pe statement from the bank na ko say boy league no ko
that's a 5 Venice no magitum
mo gitum ti da ka na bibia
ye di ka kra ye Dr. Chi sports complex Accra Sports Stadium
eti loski chere say the league na nkasa ye bono loski 1 ye improper planning ye prepare ye eti no panika branding asem no ye we karankro o be sponsor sika be share league mu a ye ka hu na wo and say magdan opani wo sika po Accra ka so no pa de o sika be share guy league mu kan ko de be ya de fofo
na wo share Lagos
obi anfama
Lagos foko to team from Wow Stars umba e bass bi o mu koyi
omo brand na fe Shatawali ba be to nwom when ni sheba kwa me yuji mu still boy mu ni na ba
5 months ni mpia players ka same bra na ye on a team doctor ho Lagos City so mko relegation division 1
mko
Brahma Brands ma qualify no ye league na ye na hade la
empany fund desire say omu so enye bibia amfa ho anka ni adwenkyere nko mu fa anka beboa eno mu san so nimpa a che yen
oh yeah
anu ya de ha adwen no say ye can Venus asemi on say busa say dey be ubusa pan say dey be tin na sponsorship ma
yeah
o say hooliganism ye bonkofo ye plankofo so bi disike ba be shem no ho videos we ya no ski kan kre cause the moment be attractive no enne momo no so monfo ni aba na niema no so so eton no but ye kuni pa om
enne teams ni bi some brand o mo ho ye obo say jesse number no cry tene de ye the plaster let the plaster taleso
it's answer kan ba boy atare kware ka o se bia jesse red ni karobia host no red bi ni parce que multicolours
o shadi Adidas so na puma wo
eti utim se o bi so se kwa we nko he no
sponsorship ni
oh David too bad
ye crew mare we si boy born here let's get happy on no say kan by title eta isikana da so no
isikana so
ya 5 billion
skani so
5 billion
skani so
na ni papa bresa twa kwantintin akwaba
on say na o ka say even KOTOKO ne has any even obo dream self secret can say sika mo spending no in and out to sika ketua o di tua players ka de o di di hotel me da
so the KOTOKO ne has ko team si na kwa we matches ayo munyina
there be o say na o come to the sense yen fanse bia players ne bi krampo no hwe pay omoje e wo teams ne bi mu mante so a hwe bonus si etua de ma players ne bi
but teams no mboka o
mo ble o
ne pa mo bre papa omo ya de o
mo ble papa omo ble
am say the league na nkasa ye bone
na omo ayi na mpanyifo no intimi nkasa na
chese
intimi nkasa ncheke timi se league ya ye boy with that sponsors ha dwena o ntimo wonye bibi kakra mfa mo mai
and after man say ro ka say omo bobo na supporters na
omo de jo mani
eti ekroma no de just say wo sika na league ne ye bo obi an share
Okay.
Asana make us obi answer wo.
Yeah.
So we need sika papa league ni jabo because sika bi enim.
The 5 billion we na for say sika ni ho a no qualify kwa Africa. 5 billion one match kura betimi akobo.
No senior assem. They say players one obi kura ni oni passport. This is okay the passport man sana visa yaba.
That's easy. Curtain cars for Africa. Curtain on audio or papa no. And so about friends who post the other one umbra maji. On the nedjuma no. But say ye djuma bo teams the other yan nti no buy. Han post na na osasa.
We say the obedi first at the 5 billion na young apostles but say for very you know can grow.
Omo bet manya be 5,000.
That we be 0 1 to 10.
Yeah, more 1
to 10 first to 20 no.
Omo crying omo baji.
Say obi a wono na we no cry say continue.
Omo say jiska.
Asemo.
Eti ekuma de loski. Sitina de bia offer bar na place na.
Oh yeah.
Ko ekuma pa loski na me wa dom.
Ombeko.
Opani bi aso bi ram ne opani bi ka so say na me adan so yi ufiri ye ne emu a. Na kwa mo ne atu America. O say yi ufiri ye mu a. Esa ma sandi.
Onse ye ne opani ne din ko na me ka about players no. Onse ono oye players wo adwuma. O say players be o sika de mo moment no.
Any coaches chips are got 400 Ghana nyina mutia. Chips are PFA chairman.
Coaches say o mo di ka
400 Ghana.
O say coaches ni players ni bi sika o mo gie na na odin.
I say bia kotoko ni asemono na bia ne media man go stars na mwedu kakra. Na say for no dey wonders can no
na ena na say na young apostle coach ba ko ya ofri we. Na o complain say there be ya bo game awie na okoma pay sika 50 cedis.
I winning bonus.
Obi a 50 cedis.
Premier League.
Ghana Premier League. O say the shine class on the coaches ni asa mo 50 cedis.
So where you cross board. I say England for TV right now.
Obanya Razak Simpson ball won in banka so so bokoto kon house akotoko qualify for Africa. But you benya team of Tanzania.
Oh, this is offer crab and Tanzania Romania 14 biaba.
I was sent 2 seasons Aloski. The end of the scab top pot to see fee.
Baba ya floor.
Yes, Baba ya floor.
On the side for phone call.
And say the onya koba pay.
Go say so Ubo has 15 billion has for natural questions. 15 billion.
That be your leg what I say. And 5 billion. Now go to
programs and
go to pay 15 billion. O the leg na. Leg na o ton.
5 billion.
So oje leg na 5 billion. O kwa koto single player 15 billion. Enye kana ba fi.
Enti hanan de no ade ba kwa ye league amo an say loski 1. Omo chita for dos no. O de enye hwe bo kama omo nye to place mo no mo hwe bi.
Okay.
Nti nemum ade ba kwa nketwa for de na mpa omo bo an say nyame ya adom na qualify ba league no mu a ye nya player bi obe soja ma ye ni aton. Ampa omo bo an no. So what I say. Onkota tips say one the sene loski. All blast for mo bay. Na so go ni kick for yi. Me boy if ka fana we ya na place because me ka so bia kwa so dem say so radie mata me ko boy dia me bo wie ya me ento me. Oh yeah. Nam no koma e dinye kom kitwa. Tie ku we hu de loski me say nya kotoko ni asemo ni teams ni bi etua ka yi a. Ase o for pa emu bia.
Okay.
Amanfo free a wa che ni ayi gabins yi die no. Nya sem kitwa.
Say teams ndem ndi twa mo ho krom ya ye say kotoko ne has. Say kotoko ne has ebo mo krom dia. Omo say oh ye betua o ka kotoko ne has ba because omo na e dey supporters e ba park ne so.
Say too much expensive.
E ba sa na obi anko fom.
The whole season
obi anko market.
We.
Say ba bia young apostles for don bo. We say kotoko bo nso atramani we na next game here young apostles.
Yeah.
E na
nso atramani for say.
Enti dia maye ni. And yet this year kope no mu dia mi ka ko be fufu se ba bi di creek hu ahwan. We say kai. They dey koshe ho. All the konkon ari betu na bi atua kan ti kotoko ni asen no na man for the budget. I say teams na nka Roski a mo chire ne dawson. And it's an amtanawe. And so something million pounds no dey kwatre fee. Akọ prepare for next season so betumi qualify na qualify. We kroma de o qualify ba ye ma hwe. O wi a ye ma hwe ti eye teams o mu sika na betumi survive. Tell do bia Roski. And akọ na say teams ni wo sika ba o say me de ma mu some testimoniation sika ba let's go say kan no na kotoko na asen kwa o.
Oh yeah.
Go do serve na uni sika. But as a player to come visit plan na ja o mo papa bia.
Okay.
But an nations mu obi to wo kan no so beka. You ani bona yire ho. What is kasa na unya meet mama bonuses. Ti Loski ye wo adwuma ye. Ye wo racket mu de Loski ye ni ye kan. Sabri super group yo dia so na so ma on fi ye but Minim say ye can so no ana losk ye can comportment of a league in India. Cause among for bread. Okay. And the league in says can players na come di wo mo medje bribe.
Oh yeah and the say before can do mo can say
younger person by Gazelle is all kind.
Yeah.
O te KOTOKO no mkwako bono. Penifo be free players let me say mo nkum e na kwa allegation kakra at say no. Say player they come dinner.
Say what wife yam koma what chire ne dey.
Sa dwama mono no. Eti me won say the best options Roski. Yen try say you be two players no kaye.
Okay.
Ya say obeye adwuma bo we Roski. Obetumanya career threatening injury bi na onema bu ukotodwe asay kra.
Okay.
Untimo bo biem. Ono so dey professional no.
Yes.
Etemi wadom no opeda wa. Then you go your way. Okay. This happen ekrom ha dey so betuma survive no. Tetefo na etimi area bi a sinodro mo ne oriba mo no Johan Loski omutim survive here no. And they said the first na control no so sa.
David.
But then the division one import one year first dey akọ.
Say anything na mo two players na for say tough free with trim ko different team or so konkoden because enkoden na obekọ na betua oka.
Let's cannot the players na between one element here.
Supporters na betua oka. Say obo KOTOKO has any baby any good stars other teams na obo ni here. Supporters na betua oka. Monthly pay no fa nsanka.
Sure.
What do you say?
Yeah, really player was so ni Jesse one fake crest team with the way there. Me be shame more goals Loski or bet team on team mo boy. Between one element here.
Okay.
Now, the season KOTOKO players are there almost in some way. Among 4 fedin in 2 years. Season could be here no. Let's go back to any no. No players need be more than book radio. Shababa, let's see can cray. What own kind of oh, I can face her. Yeah, even the entry. So you any ball and all ball. Tenedu. From Melbourne in our core Accra, Lagos City. Let's get somewhere Tenedu. Just 1.8 billion. Let's go by. Just a season per is one. Teloski, Uber, but I didn't know if we think it will. Now back a sima. Zakaria Fuseni, 20 something year or 30 years.
Okay.
Or back to Kotias here. Oba new environment. Uber Joe, a friend waba.
Yeah.
Etemo I Aziz Darren or BECHEM. It's over. Yes. Ufu BECHEM. Say BECHEM a number to
join some number for
themselves to play. Minim say be move free ba no senka sika no nso ncha bia mo ban ka mo ma me bo a.
Yeah.
Ye be move your harness kana e kwagene som ene ye ko. So atre make ase. Etim say be mo move your mobile from Bekum Chelsea. BECHEM a mo ba KOTOKO nyina no. Mo nyina sika mo ba gene so chet na mo gene ho ntina mo ba.
Okay.
Nye di ni ntia. Ti wo ba. It's what me deliver.
Yeah, be focus
kaka. We consider goals bi adwen wa won tia se. The players in there mo ba masa mo deliver. Okay. Ha again.
Edi beji ade be to so. The sikana yete na ye kan ho asem no. Kan kofo so abro nya kakatwa. Anti Facebook ho. We na ye house of folk foka. We kan egusu na ye house of folk foka. Ena ye wo 20,000 Ghana cedis onu kura ni screen so. Nti wo ka figures na wo ni na bomu a na wasaji 20,000 a wono house of folk for e ka mo akofa abano no na menim de ekoso wo hode cause we no 722,750 Ghana cedis no ono no $70 no and then I'm converter na ha me but ma try aye nti ono no ye Salim Adams de no ni we di biase e ka omogene no 722,750 Accra House of Folk nti ono na eda ho no na ba kono green one no ono ya ajetedie no 1,000 Swiss francs nti ono so convert a good amount of 12,866 Ghana cedis 90 pesos. Ni na ya House of Folk for ka. Ena so mo ansan ntue sika no. Ya san afandu omo 20,000 Ghana cedis. Enti mathematicians nkekam bom. Na
kana ye Loski.
Yes ka ketwa.
Tibia ye kana togu afede. Ye se omo a management omo out of Folk. Omo nyaade. Tembia ye ka jete no bob se no omo ma has. Tembia ye ka se management of
ba se wa mobo ne krampo a e ka bi wo se utiama nipa no. What dey say? Na ma pale die go a.
Management of House of Folk omo nyaade ye kan ye nde since the year 2011. ya to be take over what the allow can be mu na ye adwuma no et day in their campus so nkoso mbon more because you two France are won't ya see ya ne be ha
keto ba kwa ka hu ne
faka hu
ono no
omunye serious
from September 15 2023
okay
up to date 2023 September 15th basin de omutu 5% every year 5% aja ka Salim Adams ni sika no ho nti wo calculate ni sika no 5% a na wo ja ka dia other screen so no Facebook ho na wa sign je agete dia no so awo no
okay
nti has of folk ka na dia
Salim Adams dia ni say omantua omuntimi sane player bia
oh yeah
transfer ban $70,000
ene agete de ni na agete de FIFA ade omula say data ba
matters there so FIFA for the abaso mu de ka ebrege obaye no omo say na okwetie ni supporters no ka so nyai
okay
kada ho so mutua oh yes
nti we playing body nko
ti nyasa mto omu nyina so ko na ha so tua
okay but bedawasena ye be fa before say be fa commercial obo say ye be di nkomo na ye be di nyina fa wese no of ya titru eyo so aso tefa eda ho a ye nyemwie no na ose ye bo plin penfo na ekodi nkomo nti ye bo plin honorable MCE Owura Domric ekodi nkomo na ye bisa na say so far oba ye no krampo no aso tef no beto ye enkomo bei ena wadi edi afa on say ena ntote no ete ye nkotie honorable nsema wode eto manim
no mahwe kratam contractor no so ene an officers ni pay for nyina consultants nyina ya call grounds then last month and ya call site meeting okay honestly a chill out to say you man I thought and he has to be never can say you man and so but the chance you know and every day more no na can say it was why in the san kai o san kai be by now that I do say the way I was a humanity corner and na econo okay ko no na hwe the work grounds nyina no contractor no fe no best okay o say mbo say in 2 months time no we adwuma no isan say that project we a World Bank funded project okay one of the Ghana secondary city support projects no okay and nti ehun sika wo ho a anye ankrankro bia edwuma odi na ka say bia kodu baby ma wapem okay ye edwuma na jiska sa na ade no etie okay ndi wabra wo be ye edwuma na adu baby na so be ye wie no edu sika ina be ma anye say bia wo ko na wo finance we diska ma wa ye sika no wo dada okay ye edwuma na jiska no ye na je okay na ewo ho dinti a according to contractor no ne consultant no nyina conversation nyina have no say there was something we call variation as say juma no I the man no na wo sanka wo ye no kudu baby no bibi abre sankra mu ama e ka no bi abeka ho oh okay ama yesa hede ni nyina abesusu ni nyina ma consultant nyina no last day 2 weeks ni cry dey kan ho say mo office okay ama akoye say na one consultant ntimi ho aska kra bi ebo mo tem okay amode ba ne kan say de tie no ngiso mo anka so menu e transfer resolve yen as assembly no de ye kan bia nyi yibo e yo menu tem ase yes enti no di nkomo mo ye say ene yo moko na amakọ resolve but me friend no ama na after that meeting am sa friend no ma kan say ugwa so a oye na waba bewi okay am ka say o ka say o promise say 2 months time on bewi dwumade no ama ya ka say 1 month kra etwam yes this year na 1 month etwam what is the guarantee say which may be within the time now no e say dey no okay ama o say onu de ugwa so a oye na waba na obewi dwuma no enti no sana e kan no but the thing say since I dey dwumade no mo no contract issue no so the juma mo bi na say time out there to so nipa no entimi wie within that time na anamada time na okay from time to time no your body nipa no kokko your man on winning letters okay but surprisingly secondary city project ni na no your man will be a winning letter that be na you cost admin am can say no okay. And the consultant no umma obi a ne time no pa ho na say bana o say mam sa one letter na enkoye no omo bi se na be ya
omo adwuma
say yes obe adwuma ntem so sa one letter no ko na nipa na anya wo ho kwan say wo terminate the contract.
Oh, okay, nice.
But say mo obi a one letter won't mean terminate ni sa.
Okay,
all this one na your man be obi a letter but me maka tell no they say na mo ma yesa anhoba na say 2 months time mo be wi no.
Okay,
2 months time no so na ekona omo enwi baby amoa no mo wa then sa for no so no e mo money letter ni bi.
okay,
I just say you don't for due process me afi say wo terminate a wo ho kwan bi a say we terminate
sir.
Nti ye pese e bia anyhow you have to follow the due process na ankoye say o na e ban na ye ha amanfo ta obi ama nipa nkofo na ante de ye na ase a
sir
wo ye bi kra omo ne ho entimi anwene mo because omo ni ehu ni bia bia omo ni information bia fa.
Okay,
and nti e yes mo ha ne ya mo etie the start of the whole thing no. So china no say ye bibia bia ti ate mo say di nti a mo ye no eni.
Okay,
because nti ka say de djuma ama amanfo a mo ye de be som ye man no na be pemene wa bra ska wo ho na omo timi nye wo ti ye wa asem go echi obi a ento asom.
yes nti asiri no
esi a contractor no na ye count on him say we ba no be ye djuma no.
Okay,
within the week and Thursday me try say me san reach out to him bio.
Okay,
na mati another side that I mean at brotherhood and the meeting my friends that kind of but I'm not the
oh yes
and this what be no say the man here juma one kasa no we would have the yes when him say my consistently no my friend cry no de nkomo na what idea want me near the was
oh yeah. Okay,
no di every move be at so china cramp no say am no only let na say be a terminating the contract na
okay
on no kasa beti say one so you from the boy
yes
no bom na be a
with delay ni ama.
yes
okay
and no the akosi no if you can't on them say umbe mojuma.
Okay, nti enkomo a yene honorable MC kodi yene no che say omo the strong one na ma contractor no say wan hwe anye na adwuma a omaje e de afre nsem nti enkomo no eno no
pa am say many MCs kra ko open asotefo no so wo smakrum side ho no ye kwa na o hwe nkomodie mu a tim say nema bibire o ha aloski opening nam say o adwuma ye o adwuma ye the best option na wateki no.
Okay,
say mo man na bire bi na say no sika ene de o san ka sa bire ka bibia si ko ekre ko kra ba busum ye no miensani.
Okay,
best ye hu hwe nti on na aloski say o MC bibia hwe ne nsa mi say o so no so na bire so no ohun ni se ono so loski obeye bibi wato ati ase se dipa na ore contract man no no abeto so enko yi a wetin fo fraba na no ye ko market wetum se loski amamfo wo ye da djuma man ko fo bebre no a wetum se mo bo
se engo no adwumenti de opebia na ode ye se ono ani project na wo yanko man enka enwuram
dabi
ko be hwe so na wa ye ntentem se na be ya ade ne nkose
to no afatumi etre bi afatumi nhyɛ no nka nkyɛ se na wo kan ye no se wa ntusa na bia bosum mienu miensa wonye nwie ya foforo beba ni ahwedi besiloski.
Okay, but as a prof kakakra na yenhwe ayidie na akontomlanso de na yemfa course
loski ala say sa wo hwe ye krum hanuma bibia kwaye politics but such a stadium no ehia say ye the politics e dey eko because e be serve the good people of Seville also initially me ba me be hu sa park no.
Okay,
na omubobo honomo on say schools so honomo
yes
na a year or a lot of
activities
are and the cost was our parking so.
Okay,
eti adwumpa omukaso mo ye no as multi purpose stadium there then Kenya bad.
Okay,
but for now no omo sha say last year last year up to date who ko hwe on ma the cost on enye eti new MC so aba omo form nansi omo sika na eda ho eti ne wo na oba contract na oba wi ru na akodu sika yeneje sika na da ho no ye betima omo betima bibi sika ni but ye wie ene says we omo ya akodu no alen say omo ye be to me say menye contractor de but say me the money hwa omo ye be 60%
akaba ye 40
yes on say already baby timpa na land na kasa hoden omo dwi so bibia de gravels bi aguso gravels omo fa nguso nwie and a carpet no so go omo si dressing room omo nya nwie dressing room no 80 around said ya can be 40%.
Okay,
and is a contract na wo no and they do sika ya 60%. ye 40 so so naje e say either say obewie age anase wo bejai na ye dem differ contractor let's get the hen up enti bo sen kwa akopene to so na wie na je osika
okay
eni say so mo ka so mo mara aka hono ma let's get be che
be ye den
enti ye be say contractor no na MC nso no omo na ni nkwa day in day out bia no omo na pressure
okay
na onso ye mo pressure that mean say menya ade ni yi wonya ade ne kamera nye standard
okay
na you also as a regional capital na si ni baby si aka bi e bobo aloski
ha dwene
e shameful nti ala se MC aka sade a
okay
ye nya mfama ndemo ye be follow
oh yeah
said wo kan ye no ene be next 2 weeks de kono
ne be sanso akona so ye na
egusu a e koso ana
ya kodi nkomo
yeah because free de ko de kwan wa aloski
okay
ye hwe se na wetima atoto kama de mom
ye nhwe akontomla so de na isan se west north ne ye adwuma o se ye boa ma west north akansie no agro no eye de na bibia enso ye kama ti akontomla de no so te sei oni buga ne koye moko na ho te sei
loski ala se enpo de ye ho videos wanti be am be di beto so na Facebook no so
okay ndi chairman oh okay chief reporter
yeah chief reporter loski
okay ndi
ala se
baby jina park so no
yeah park so ne jina no
se me hu
yeah
the last time me call akontomla me hu bibisa
okay
na me nse bia by this time dey ekọ na ni
David we come so maye omuso maye ni yi no
da me kodu nde na afi na no omu di enetie no
okay
I go so more ferry
okay let's get very bad so we na a project a former and
na the o ha na ye there no
a dressing room
oh okay
dressing room ni ha no
oh okay
yeah high dressing
so omu timi wie be ye nice so
yeah komu timi wie dia
omu aboso ye bibia press no aye adwuma ye bibia wie
Kenya bad
sure
oh
okay dressing room say be team 18B se KOTOKO ne
oh yeah se sa na ye no
left right Beroski se uru inside ho a na ye community akwara mse na de offense
amafa ye no emago
amafa ye no emago
e ba sa na nkofo na jewa fa o
so e kama so ida on tu bibia clear
ma wo se obobo ne ma tra o e ne hu ne ma
ba bi e kono mu wasim ho na o de kra bi o kra na ye body che nkofo kra na payem samanfo ye nsempi enya asam keto awe
oh baby ade na bi so ka ekọ na nimo
yeah on de
akara me say quick da high dressing room
ti momla Facebook na momehwe akontomla asutefa mpanyfo pense o moye ede ma o man no baby akodu na ede ato so no
easy
ba omo park ne de enko ba bia o
David park ne de
enu ba bia
na be 25
monya kwanya ne mpanyfo de nkomo mo sesei
yeah Loski I want to say ye di nkomo kakra na nkomo ne mu no Loski ya asemo
sa asem wom
asem because so hwe nkomo ne dia ba ko be yire so metima ya wi
sa
because
according to nkomo na mokodi na be yire se pa ko metima ya wi
because so hwe MP o for now na we na nye project
wase we nye ne project
on say omo kwampo mo so mba ne o fu be 2 years na fu adana kwaye etuoro no ba he no ene obetwa so a wode anwena na o kan eden edi gusu nti ebia on be risi ya na omatumade omatimasi accounts because according to omo no omo sika na omo de finance this stadium no sika na de sai sika na omo bodi nke betima ya wi say so omo ka so omo sa bi ma unless omo san so kope another sika
nti ebe sakola se ya na omo siso akan
first na sakola ena kom ye na sakola ena omo so mo ye na stotef nti na idea ne de na ke kama say akontoma constituency no ebetimanya astotef a wo betima si akan so but omo antima wie project no oh park ne nice
eda yi krum Pentecost asoda ne ni park ne ni
eda yi pa na utiem a panifo mo mateke oba no bi mo kire se the only tomato my so be dua grasses ho na
oh yeah se omo ya na natural grass ground ke beboa
na sese no musika ne ntem ko wall na o maye wo nse na de ni tuatua so no ba bi kura bubugu ho je se ebe din ebe den pa na ade ba ko aha adwen so ne so say ono mu chese na mo bo o matches ke say le no pani ba ko din ko say say kromu ko MCC na school
yes a concert
ko sere o mu park na
o mu si akan galabi
o abra we ni to center of the town nti oskem say park ni se na ha se na si akoye no
kromu wangasa no o mo park mi pe akontoma kromu ho
omo mfanye o maye adwuma omo mpa black soil bingo so no mfa nye o maye adwuma no munua
ye no munua
omo nua grasses na iso so toto se ya omo de omo mpa nim di fo o tumi aboa enya grass ye papa no mo de adua no ano no because say da wa he adani swimming pool oh
as a cathedral
you see it is high time say Ghana nkasa as a country no yem paying for basesa omusuban won yem baby ho ade ye wo hoyi say national project
oh yes
we enye individual bi no oye
there be
we your mine no oye enti ideally say Ghana for paying for suban ya enya enka we yen say nkotwa mboto Facebook wo and to take over office no e were handing over note no say yen complete administrative e wa contomra with all due respect check baby e administrative we bo clearly say administrative na e national policy na ban ye say oye no et sign kotakwa baby a ma ton ade a omudi omubola gu a nkoda di agro ho ya administrative wo fa kwana ha ahwe bi na egu na boys small post ya administrative
wow
everywhere administrative in fact with all due respect administrative a ban ka say yen wo Ghana na air sports recreation and one kwada no mun develop o talent e sports mu no emu 90% ya no baby o mo MPs won kwa aden national policy you see sometimes adwene papa but omo ya de no ya adwene bonu for in such a way say bibia wa Ghana bia no omo the politics room into the moment on any problem ye wo the moment ade no be dane Ghana for be dane omo nsa no de oba ni se menum ho hwe ente we no we ye national project ho budget na hu sika
oh standing na ho stands
well let's go ade we ye wo hoy se ye to abawie na government no shase na ono a na wo ho ente ade we ye ba complete ente ade we ye ba complete but asasa ukobi se MC se DC se obaka cho se oni document mpo
okay ene ni ade ba ko ha dwene okromo ya
ye wo
se e se ni ekromo ase se obi dijuma bi na se bia ne terms na ofiri so a eya na ban fo na ba na be kan se ono onim sika do okoje ye so de ba be ye
to aso
dia na akoye no die ntia mamfo bo mu sidan de do bi a omu aban fo bo mu nto aso biem no akodi bi a be 20 billion o se do ba be sidan bachati ase
okay
oh we de mesi awian sakrampo na bi a mafiri so wa ye kokwasa sa wo nse ntem aban fo ba ya o so won kotro aso waso we nim sika
kra enkomo amodi ne kire se ebe ye din se ibetimi ato aso
sesia administrative bi anye adwuma bi
ye born to fa nyina chesa ha no de
no administrative bi anye adwuma bi o sesia there's nothing like administrative
because of abayasisa
me wan yes an necessary ba
nti we ne be ko yari se bi the next for analoski bi akakra ha se no this empanifo kwa pekwa bi so brabra akwan na no because ye ko so wono ko sa akra no obi kra betuma ko dia wu ho
oh yeah
anya kra
amanfo so de adane ejana bia
lost yemrefie say you all stars omo fidru aboso all stars ebo first division efidru aboso all stars ye tenedru aboso teams mienu na ewo ho ina all stars no afam a ono edru division 1
okay
woko nkwanta ne dwaboso eben ho omo wo solid second division woko bonsu nkwanta omo isha alawo omo ko super medal league every season
okay
teams no eboboso wo sa omo hina participate with time no ebi omo basan kran another first division but ko he de omo ye no ho asrete fi ni na omo nchense ya ebi anka omo da ne ya so team na mu ni sika no ekogu bibie ni so nkobo ball ne ya transfer no back to asafo meanwhile ya national project a me se baby enkwada di agro ye bo small post kra ya straight for ho adan Losky sɛ Ghana fo mpanyinfo ansesa ɔmo suban dia ɔno ana nkɔda ne bosua
Losky ntie me de me apiri ɔna wo pa so nko a I say one MP one ammonia one so na ADC Losky we ɔman so ɔmo timi ye a sɛ ɔmo ntimi nyɛ as to tef krompa ɔmo ntra ɔmo best said
because we know project we ntimi na osa
ntimi na osa
ntimi na won say yeah
ɔmo mpɛ ɔmo a ɔmo wonim die ɛwɔ this sector say oba as to tef ana se kwan fa so dua glass ya so mu dua glass na so mu twa so a ɔmo timi sia okokuma
de wo kura mu ntimi nyɛ kuro de mu nua glass
glass nbɛboa
kromon park here too pe sa park we
okay
we need community park no
oh yes
and school
be done there
yes
the year pa
ss one na untimi ss o muntimi fa ma de bia say
mo hon nye save man kwala because town match the end ko bi betimi class mentimi match bi betimi esi
eti we ni o say
prof
cinema no
buga
mina na buga obi a o cheche o besi na ka no ya cameraman say
cameraman abedimo wa abedimo
cameraman mi ana me bo aduma mi amasa say ja edb church ba kaka Losky we dey me pino
okay
yes no say
omuntu ho na mo
oba wa bedwi so wa fele baste na nsuo toye no ba bia nsuo no wono otimi se ha do omuntimi nsi aka omuntimi ni agro ho ena Sakoda Park so etwem okru
na we ne krampo no se omu gya ne se kran kwala ntime mbobo so
yes
dabi we
enye se
ena on school ani mo anto wona kwala nyina di agro wona kwala nyina abobo eti wona ne kako betima no
okay
wona wonye form wa community no on forget the atwam former MC otrase nkobeye wantimi anye
omonye mfanje omudi
yes
for the sake of community nti but say nipa ne to abama we den ko de yes nyina no wo de yewe fama
community
ye be ka se